Hey boy, how are you? I am doing great. That post I just made, it was my first or my fourth try. I just have so much to say about it, but instead of trying to figure out how to articulate my thoughts and just, put it in some systematic way, I just spewed it all out. Hey Bree, welcome back. Also, I was trying to put more things into Macari today, and honestly, I just got so overwhelmed. I was like, there has to be a better way in doing this. And I think I'm just getting, again, caught up with something new. And that something new is the product description. You're fine, bro. Yo, Soup06, how are you, bro? Wait, what was it? If you can't call him Soup, what was that thing that you were trying to call him, boy? Nice, nice. Yeah, Soul, there you go, because his Discord name is Soul. Hey, Bunny Rings. Hey, A, welcome back. Welcome in, how are you? Ooh, actually, A, since you're here, we can probably meet up, I'd say, late September, October, maybe October, but I'll have much more time on the weekends, mid September until the end of the year. I hope you've been doing good, eh? Hey, Mirin, welcome in. Welcome in, Sydney. Alright, A. Let me put on my headphones. Does it get better when you get older? For me, yeah. I mean, I think I've been lucky because then I think my life in general, including my childhood, has been good. I'd say that my current life is possibly like the worst situation, my current circumstances, but even my current circumstances is nothing as horrible as what I've hear other people going through. Not that I necessarily am specifically joyful or happy, simply because I compare my life to someone else's life and I say, well, it's not as bad as someone else's. I think to me that's not a great way or healthy way of feeling good about yourself, to be honest. Hey Joseph, how are you?
Hey, hey.
Hey,
I have a story about what happened today, and
A.
that's why
Okay.
I'm on. Um, so my coworker, one of my coworkers, they quit today. Like out of like kind of well, okay, I kind of knew they were gonna go. I kind of got the vibe they were going to, but they just quit out of nowhere today. Um, and the reason why they quit is because they got married and it's going to move to a foreign country for 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 the person like the person they
Yeah,
married.
right.
And this is kind of out of nowhere. I was like, bro, I ask you every day what's new, and you don't tell me you got married. So yeah, that's life's okay though. But that kind of was like, uh, kind
Does,
of was like out of nowhere.
does that make your job like there's your more burden on you for
Yeah,
Oh.
It does, but it's okay. Um,
What am I doing on my 32nd birthday? My 32nd birthday is, whoa, today is the 22nd, so my birthday is actually coming up in 7 months exactly. I am
yeah, gotta
literally,
think this several months ahead.
I don't know. I didn't do anything for my 30th birthday. I didn't really do anything for my 31st. If anything, I just want a better life in general. Although I have been making strides, I am now actually working. So finally, when someone asks me
Oh, congrats!
about working, I have something. Not that it's something that I necessarily wanted to do,
Hey, let's
but
go.
yeah, the pay isn't horrible,
It's
and
better than
yeah,
nothing, and this, yeah,
exactly.
better than nothing right now. Yeah, congrats! I'm really happy for you.
Thanks, A. Did I do anything for my 21st birthday? Joseph, I'm gonna answer your question in a bit, but did I do anything for my 21st birthday? Bro, I ate at I think there was one of only two restaurants here in the US that sells a specific steak. I don't remember the exact name. I have to look it up because I know where it's located. It's located somewhere in, I think, Seal Beach or Long Beach. And the sell a very specific cut of beef. And I think there's only either one or two farms in the world that has those cows. But anyways, I did that. I went with my mom and my grandma. It was like a weeknight, so not a lot of people were able to come, so that's it was only us three. And to be honest, I didn't exactly enjoy it. I mean, like I liked it, and it was definitely. Wait, hold on. Sorry, that's my 22nd birthday. My 21st birthday, I had Kobe beef from Kobe. Not that I went to Kobe, but I went to a restaurant in Orange County where they just said that they just shipped or they got a shipment from Kobe, Japan. Um, you know, Kobe beef A5, grade A5, Kobe beef. And I don't know if you guys know what Kobe beef is, but it's essentially the highest tier of meat or beef you can get. And that was very expensive. It set me back, I think, like $300, and
Oh
only
yeah,
like
it's expensive
it
in the
was only like
United.
6 ounces, so that was like $50
Yeah,
per ounce. And this is, man, 21. Let's see. Hold. I mean, I'm
that
trying to think
was
of the year.
a decade ago. That was a decade ago, dude. 20,
2015?
26,
No, no.
2016.
Oh
Um,
yes,
no,
2016.
no. Okay, can I say something about Kobe beef actually? Because
Sure.
I had Kobe beef when in Kobe when I was in
Okay.
Japan. Um, I mean it was good, but I'm not gonna lie. It's overhyped, right? It's like it just tastes like regular beef, right?
I mean, it's all about the marbleization. The reason why it's higher grade is because of the fat content.
No, I'm not Japanese. I don't know. It just feels like it was good. It was good, but I do think that it's a little bit overhyped. Like people overhype it as being like
I think the
the. Sorry, go ahead. I'll hear your
I mean, I
controversy.
heavily disagree. I do feel like most people, specifically outside of Japan, they've never actually had true Kobe beef because then, you know, all Kobe is Wagyu, but not all Wagyu is Kobe. And
That's true. Oh,
all, um, a lot of places, especially here in the U.S., they advertise Kobe beef or, a specific grade of Wagyu when it's not officially
yeah,
actually, Kobe
yeah,
beef.
they be lying about it here. Yeah, they be lying about it here. Um, I think they do lie about it here. But it didn't like it's still beef. That's what I'm saying. And then it's not like a significant like uh change. Though I will say that it's definitely softer than a lot of meat here. It's definitely like softer compared to like I don't think they're joking about the like almost like the melting in your mouth kind of deal, almost like that, but it's not like literally melting.
I
Um,
wonder. I really want to contest with the place you went to. Even though I know it's
okay,
in
it
Japan,
no,
I know as Japan you went to the actual place. But of course,
yeah,
depending on how they prepare it, how they make it, I think it makes all the difference.
it was really
Because
good. It was like it was like in a, like a setting where the chef cooks in front of you, like privately.
mhm.
It was like one of those. Um, I don't know. We can contest about it another day. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like arguing about this.
You're fine. You're
Um,
fine.
um,
There is no Kobe cows in America.
yeah. There's no Kobe cows. Yeah.
There is Wagyu in all parts of the world, and they'll label it as Kobe because of a distinction. But true Kobe beef is only in Kobe, Japan.
Yeah.
And it all makes a difference. You might think that, well, what's the difference from a cow in Japan to a cow in Australia versus a cow in the US? It's all about the environment where the cows are brought in, what they eat, the environment or the land that they live
How
on.
stressed they were in life as well.
Yeah, and how they were born.
Yeah.
That's crazy exclamation point. I am really 31. How's it like having 31 years of knowledge? Bro, I feel like that's not a great question because people who are my age or who are even older, I expect them to have some level of wisdom and knowledge and just know-how, and I get disappointed a lot.
Get disappointed by other people our age and above.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I would say a lot of women go for older men because they expect them to be more mature, and then they later find out that boys of all ages.
Oh, that yeah, it's just propaganda that women are told. Like, oh, if you go for an older man, they're more mature or whatever. And it's like, if he was mature, he would just went for someone around his age. Why would he go for a younger person?
Knowledge is only just having, the information. Wisdom is actually using that knowledge and making correct decisions or using discernment and doing what's right. You should add that as a keyword for you if you're able to. But am I insecure? To some extent, sure. But in comparison with a lot of people, I think me simply saying in comparison to a lot of people is also just showing how insecure I might be. But I feel like what you are really stemming from when you say insecurity, um, I will say no. Because I
Okay, I know
assume,
that was a very serious question, but when I heard like the insecure question, all I saw about was that
you cut
song
out.
that's like you're insecure or whatever. It was like that old song. I say old, that's like a decade and a half old.
I don't know what song that is.
Let me get it. It's like some Disney song.
Apparently,
Um,
Hannah knows what you're talking about. Is that Hannah
yeah, you're.
Montana song?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's play.
No, it.
Oh, One Direction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You look on the floor,
Yeah,
think you're insecure.
yeah, yeah. You're insecure. Don't know what for. Yeah, that song. Um.
Hey, Perry Man. Yeah, that was my first post where it's been a long post where I just talk or rant for a long period of time. Honestly, I feel like if I just continue to rant about that, I will definitely get to a point of, actually having consistent structure as to what I was trying to say. But essentially, I just hear from so many people on my live streams and my DMs and just in real life where they're struggling in their relationships and they tell me these things. I'm just like, how long has this been going on? And they say months or years. And I'm just like, and you don't do anything about it. You just allow it to happen. And it just doesn't make sense to me. How do you get out of your toxic situationship if you feel stuck? Well, first of all, it's a situationship, so what can you expect from a situationship? Because there's no official label in your situationship, the boundaries are kind of blurred. Now, if you had an actual label, whether it was boyfriend, girlfriend, or definitely a talking stage, you can, you know, have a decent understanding of where the boundaries might lie, at least, um, sort of expectations. But the only way to really sort out a situationship is through direct communication. What's my favorite cheese? I actually don't really have a favorite cheese. Maybe Parmesan cheese, but it has to be real Parmesan cheese.
Honestly, with the toxic situationship, it kind of really depends. Like when you're referring to toxic, are you referring to like them being like emotionally unavailable, emotionally abusive, physically abusive? Like either way, you need to just get out. If you're in a situationship, that probably means you don't live with them or anything like that, and it's just better to get out now before it's like, oh, I'm in a relationship with them. Oh no, we are living in the same house together. Oh no, we're married and we have 5 kids. Like, it's just better to ditch now. Leave.
I am really 31. I mean, no. Well, the fact that you describe it as a toxic situationship in itself, situationships are not hard to get away from because there's not as much, I guess, necessarily importance or attachment in it, simply because it is a situationship. However, I will say, and I'm not speaking to anyone specific, that why are people you've never officially dated or you are in a situation with, in a situationship with, even though it might be just a short time, are supposedly the worst heartbreaks. And again, I'm not speaking to anyone specific here. I'm just speaking out loud. I might look 16, but I'm really 31. A is only my guest simply because she is my moderator. Um, to be honest, I don't really usually do multi-guest. It sounds like I'm talking to someone specific.
He didn't
I
want to name drop
mean,
me, that's why.
oh, you've been in a situationship? This is the first I've heard. Ooh, story time,
Um,
story time.
no, no, no. Okay, fine. I tell the story. I don't. Okay, because I feel bad because, like, like when people like, okay, sometimes you see like women complain online about a situationship they are in, like, oh, this guy seemed to really like me, but he said he didn't want to be in a relationship with me and whatever. Like, oh, they're not ready. Like, I, I looked at that and I was like, oh, am I that guy? Am I that person who accidentally led people on without realizing? But no, I was joking about that, about you adding me. Um,
John, that could be both a blessing or a curse. I don't. It depends on how you think about it.
but for real, I don't really. Okay, this is kind of a hot take. This is actually a hot take that I think like a lot of people would hate me for, but I guess it's fine. I don't really actually believe in the idea of situationships. You're either in a relationship or not, and if you're not in a relationship, you're like not in a relationship, and you kind of just have to view it as not a relationship because a situationship is just like you having the emotional ties without the relationship. Does that make sense?
have a different definition of a situationship that would go against that.
Yeah.
To me, all depending on who you're interacting with, you definitely have a relationship with them, regardless if you are like in a necessarily
I guess
romantic
romantic
relationship.
relationship,
But
like
I'm
like
talking about, I guess, how serious it is. So situationships are just a type of relationship, but it's supposed to be super unserious without any attachments abided into it. And they'll just claim, that they are free balling or in an open relationship or just open, and it's kind of just like free game.
I guess I don't know. Um, I just feel like I guess maybe my perspective on it is weird because like whenever I talk to people about like for example my ex friend or whatever, they act like I was in a relationship with this person. I never held hands with this person, never kissed this person or anything like that. But everyone treats it like a relationship or like a situationship, and I'm like, no, this person was a friend who I thought I had romantic feelings for. Um, so that's kind of why I don't like the situation terminology. Because it'd be like adding like depth to something that I don't feel like. I don't know. I will come back to this another time. Um, I've said too much.
Said too much. What did you even say? Sorry. But yeah, I'm really 31. Honestly, I don't have even a consistent um, skincare routine. Sure, I guess I could recommend things that would help people look younger. But it
Sunscreen.
has to be tailored to the specific person. You know, I'll be so honest. I think I could make a killing from trying to sell people or upsell people on skincare products simply because I'm really 31 and I really look this young. So I'm aware that I could take advantage of that, but at the same time I am so caught up with you know being real and authentic. Like, for example, for the longest time I've been trying to sell these plushies and figurines that I've been telling people for years, but I always feel bad because I feel like I'm essentially kind of ripping people off because then I'm so new to it. I don't know how shipping works and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm sort of ripping people off. I don't know. This is just as a separate comment. But like, yeah, if I were to give like skincare advice, if I can just give skincare advice, it has to be very specific to your skin type. I would have to know you. Um, Maybe that could be a series. Just do 1% at a time. Because then, sure, there's products that could kind of like one size fits all type of ordeal, or it could work for many people. But essentially, I just truly feel that in this economy, people cannot. I am Filipino. People cannot afford to just buy, skincare products. Thanks for all the roses, Jackson. Um, just to see if it works. I feel like a lot of people they end up buying a whole set of skincare products and then they regret because then it doesn't work. They break out. Something happens. You have an allergic reaction or some reaction. So to me, I don't want to be that type of person where I'm just trying to
Someone
sell myself.
trusts you for advice, yeah, and it doesn't work for them, and yeah, yeah, we're kind of in a very bad situation with the economy now that I was like, oh yeah, we're in a really bad situation actually. Um,
Yeah, sure. But I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here because then I am like actively not using advantages that I have to well, obviously my advantage. So, any
yeah,
tips
but
on learning new?
would you be able to sleep with that yourself at night? like if you like, cheat people that way, you know,
I mean,
recommend a
I
product
wouldn't
you don't
even
believe
call it
in.
is cheating either, though. It's, I guess it would, in my perspective, it would be like a lie versus a white lie. A white lie is obviously, the underline or undertone is that it's not like a serious lie, but it's still a version of a lie. So in this same way, it's not like I'm necessarily cheating people because I'd obviously still choose products that have an overall good reputation, something that I actually believe in. Um, but to me, I just feel like skincare specifically, or anything to deal with health specifically, needs to be very much tailored to each individual. But any tips for learning new skills or keeping consistent? Honestly, I feel like we get so caught up with trying to figure out how to be disciplined that we bite off too much, because then now we start thinking about, or getting basically overwhelmed with, well, what system can I do? What shortcut can I take? When all you need to do is just do it. Like, do it, build a habit. That's it. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the comments. I don't know if I skipped anything. I already have, yeah, the PO box is already there. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention about the box bunion rings, because I think TikTok has something about the community guidelines. It might like lead people outside TikTok.
Yeah, like yeah, the
Like I might,
AI
yeah, I
just
can't even put it in my bio.
regulation,
It's against the rules.
the rules.
That's why you don't see any creators put their PO box in their bio. I am starting to get gray hairs. I actually have a lot of gray hairs.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I have a lot.
Oh, dude, you're stressing.
What? Do you not have gray hairs?
Nope.
Must be nice.
My stress does not come in the form of gray hairs. It came in the form of an autoimmune disease. So,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
no, it's okay. I've had it since I was like 18, and I'm not lying.
I'm so sorry. That's okay. I take that back. Yes, almost anything, Gary Go. Nothing sexual and nothing personal. So you can't ask me for like my social security or bank information, or you can't ask me about how many bodies I've had or something like that. Those are just examples, but you get the idea. I mean, obviously you can't see my gray hairs on camera. In real life, you could see the gray hairs.
Yeah, probably
I've never
like a
had any
strand or
pets.
two. What?
I've never ever had
Okay, okay,
pets.
that one's a shock. You never own any pets, like no dogs, no cats, no hermit
I
crabs.
mean,
What?
I guess if we were trying to be very technical, I've had a pet fish for a week from a
A
festival,
week?
but
What have?
so that doesn't count.
What? What? It died,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have an aquarium for this goldfish I got from this festival.
bro. You know what? You should win at the. You should get another fish at the OC Fair. The OC Fair's in town. You should go get it,
Are you inviting
and
me?
then raise that fish. What?
Are you inviting?
You know what? Sure, sure, we can go. Um,
Hold on. Gary Go, what street did you grow up on? That sounds like a security question, so I'm not gonna answer that one. Color my first car white.
that's also a security question.
The color my first car.
They're all security
That's not
questions.
a. I've never seen that security question.
Yes, that is a
And
security
I
question.
never ever even answer security questions with the actual, answer. Whoever, let's say for example, when it says like, who's your first high school teacher or whatever, I never ever actually answer it for what it is. It's like just a dumb answer.
Actually, it's kind of like interesting because like people like answer the security questions like all the time without knowing about it, like on like Instagram or Facebook, whatever. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I went to so and so high school," or like, um, or the like, "Oh yeah, so and so was my favorite like history teacher," whatever.
Yeah, I thought, boy, because then the whole maiden name thing, boy, that was like one of my first my first interactions with boy. I mean, security questions are it's within the vicinity of personal questions.
That's true. Most cars are black and white. That security question only works for boomers because their first cars actually were different colors.
Now we're with sad beige.
Sad beige era.
Yeah, I miss when there was punch buggies, no punchbacks. If anything, there's just a lot of Teslas around me. It depends on what you believe in, Gary Go. If you believe in a higher power and the afterlife, supernatural, or you just don't believe in anything at all. So it all depends on what you believe in. High school sugar, bye school sugar. I saw like a couple of yellow cars today. Although they were all like lowrider speed cars or sports cars. I am really 31, circ the first. Wait, what did Souls? Alright, what did Soup say? You missed when cars were colorful and then you said no such thing. It's not about funding capitalism. I don't understand the correlation. When will I go to sleep? Honestly, I woke up late today. I went to sleep really late and I woke up
Oh
late.
shoot! I just realized the new Splatoon game is gonna come out. Uh,
I've actually never played Splatoon, I think.
what, bro?
I have to look it up. It sounds I mean, it definitely sounds familiar. I don't remember.
Splatoon is the greatest shooter ever. Um,
What Thai shop? I don't see a question from you on my end. I mean, since you have your badge, I would definitely see your question, but I don't
bruh,
see anything on my end.
bruh. You all are disappointing me. You all need to play Splatoon. I guess Splatoon 3, since that's the newest real Splatoons. Um,
I do
Splatoon
not
3.
play that.
You don't need a Switch 2, but the new Splatoon Raiders, I think you need a. Um, I do think you need a. Net. You don't play games? Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I've never played this. Oh, wait. The first Splatoon launched in May 29, 24. Yeah. I didn't play any games between 2013 to like 2021 or something.
oh.
Yeah, I was like actually locked in. And then I regret ever, getting back into games because I just spent too much money.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I know that it's a.
You're like robotic.
Oh, I was saying. I
You're so
know it's like.
robotic.
Oh.
It really hurts my ears, to be honest. I'm gonna mute you real quick, and then unmute you. Oh, hey, MG. Long time no see.
Okay, how about now?
it's worse. I don't know if it's for anyone else, but to me, hold on.
Okay, maybe I'll be back later.
Was it bad for anyone else? For me, it was not even just robotic. It was like there was a lot of static. Oh, so it was just me then. Yo, I wonder what happened to the MG person who was just in here. She asked, I think, honestly, MG, if I remember correctly, because then you had the flower thing. You had like the best questions. I don't think I've ever even met a Lao person. Ever. Okay, MG, I want to. I don't know if you're the same MG, because now I'm looking at you, you have a different profile picture. Oh my goodness. You are? Okay. I mean, I looked. It says you've been following me for 529 days. I trust you. You had like those deep questions. Hey, Sam.
Hi.
MG.
Hey, how you been? I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah, I mean, I traveled. I wasn't really streaming as much sort of earlier the year. Been streaming more consistently in the maybe just the past 2, 3 weeks. How are you?
Uh, I'm good. I actually just started recently, like doing lives now too. Like I just made one and I just got off one, so it was my first, but it went well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know her voice sounds very soft.
Oh my goodness, now people already simping over my voice now. Yeah, that was happening in my other live. Like people kept saying, "Do ASMR, do ASMR." I'm like, "No, I think I'm good." I mean, unless I buy a microphone, like I'll consider it.
Wow, so your voice is already this good without a microphone.
Yeah. Oh wait, not you too, bro.
No, I mean I'm not gonna push it. I'm sure you already know. But
Uh huh.
yeah, I mean I just when I saw your name, I was like, man, I think you were one of those people who asked me like those type of questions where not a lot of people usually ask me. Um, I don't exactly remember them, but I just remember, it's like the Maya Angelou quote. You don't remember
Hmm.
what people have done, but how they made you feel. So I do
Right.
remember the questions that you brought up were like one of the best, I guess better questions that people usually ask me here.
Yeah. So I think even just experiences with my life, like I think most people are just like not really asking like more meaningful questions because it's just everything is so automatic now and like people are just kind of like expecting to like see stupid stuff like on TikTok because even like the things that get brought up like in the algorithm, like most of it is just people doing like, silly things or like, outlandish things that are like getting attention. So like when people are just having calm conversations, like it's almost like people aren't expecting it.
No, I definitely agree. Essentially, what you're saying, if I were to reiterate it, people are expecting ruckus or just more
Mhm.
noise because, TikTok is not necessarily an app known for serious conversations. Sure, there's, information being shared or some serious conversations, but, originally this was a dance app. So what can people really expect?
I mean, it's true, but I mean, even really the only, I think someone had a phone call.
Oh no, so TikTok when it thinks that I'm not doing anything, it will give me like a reCAPTCHA. So that's what that noise was.
Oh. Hmm. That's weird. I'll probably run into it more when I start doing lives more, but for now, I think I'm good. I got a little worn out from the live I did earlier because
I was just like doing song requests, but even with that, like people are very demanding. They're like, play this song, play this song. I'm like, okay. And then
Yeah,
someone will get upset if like I miss their song. They'd be like, you missed my song, and I'm like, there are so many of you. Just it's okay.
yeah. I remember when I first started. I mean, I initially first started simply because I was trying to better my speech. Although, like, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm good at articulating my words, I struggle with, I guess, my confidence in me speaking. So that was the main original purpose of why I started streaming. And I know when you first start streaming, you have to do the first three streams at least 30 minutes to unlock whatever. I mean, this was 2 years ago. I don't know if it's still the same way now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not
Um,
sure because, but I mean, I guess that's the dilemma I'm having with it now is because like I'm making lives, but like I want to have like a purpose behind them. And like sometimes when it's just like by myself, like it's kind of hard to find the purpose. So that's why tonight I was doing the song request. But I mean, I will probably find my niche eventually. It's just I haven't gotten to that point quite yet. So,
yeah, I mean, I want to congratulate you on simply starting, you know? You don't have to have it all figured
yeah.
out and do it. You don't have to be perfect on the first try. You have to just start.
Hmm. Well, I'll probably hop off of here for right now, but it was good to see you and good to know I'm not a bot, right?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I was like, I feel like your profile picture before was actually a person's face.
Hmm. I just switch it. Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm feel comfortable with my face being on here, but then other times I'm like, because like there's so many people. I'm like, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, I get it. And also the fact that, I'm not gonna say that because that's just gonna open another conversation. But yeah, people can definitely be weird.
Wait.
I was gonna say the fact that you're a woman
Mm,
in general, I think that also affects
yeah,
how
that
you're
too.
chosen.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. For
Yeah,
sure.
it was nice
Yeah,
seeing
because
you
I was
again.
even noticing that with my life. People like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It was good to see you as well.
All right, see you later. But yeah,
Bye.
bye. Good luck. But yeah, W Izzy for all the gifts. I appreciate it. Hi Izzy, how are you? It's like a podcast. Sometimes I think of starting a podcast, but what's the difference from a live stream and a podcast, really? Do I give presentations at work? No. My current job now, my actual job now, I'm like barely talking to anyone. Host what? Wait, yo, I don't know if MG's still here. I'm not married. But I was like, when I think I cut her off, and I was like, oh, bye. I didn't mean to like push her off. But a podcast cuts out all the dead air and mistakes from a live stream. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, you're right. A podcast is more structured. So they actually have like not a script, but uh, I guess it is a script still. I prefer eggs. I don't like sausages. How does it feel having my frontal lobe developed? It feels freeing. Name five black women. Let's see: Rosa Parks, um, Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey, my aunt Linda, my other aunt. Oh, wait, no, she's half. I'm assuming you want full black. Um, Serena Williams. I'm really 31. Serena Williams is not my aunt. I'm not half black. 1995. I'm fully Filipino. I have cousins who are half black, half white, half Japanese. Hey Cam, welcome in. Thanks, Chosen. Did I speak Tagalog? No. I mean, honestly, I think it stems from when I was younger. I sort of mocked it in a way. Like, there's certain words that sounds like certain English terms or English phrases that I would just say in a mocking way. And I regret ever developing the habit. Thanks for 10,000 likes. Hey man, what's the biggest I've had? Can you be more specific, Cam? I actually did not understand what that meant, by the way. I don't have any kids. Now, what does three halves mean for you? No, I'm saying I have cousins who are half black, and then that was supposed to be a comma, half white, comma, and half Japanese. As in, I have a cousin who's half black, half Filipino, and then another cousin who's half white, half Filipino, and another cousin who's half Japanese and half Filipino. No, I think we're just having a misunderstanding. You can learn Tagalog for free on the. That is true, Film Nerder. I don't take advantage of my library card to its fullest. Anyways, it seems like since I haven't streamed for a while and I haven't posted, the views this stream have not been doing well. Do I like Los Angeles? Born and raised. Yeah, I mean, in comparison to a lot of other cities I've traveled to, I definitely would say Los Angeles is one of the better ones. Oh, I know, Foye. I saw your comment. I think this is exactly maybe what you just experienced with what I experienced when you said sometimes you don't say anything because what else are you going to say? And there's nothing else to be said. So I didn't say anything because I don't think there was anything to be said. Oh, you didn't add Z though. See, that's a confusing thing. I'm just reading all the comments. But yeah, Foy, you should do those Andy Hopkins posts. Do why Eminem? I do not currently have a girlfriend. I currently do not have a wife. I don't have any kids. I am very single. I have the emotional capacity for a girlfriend. Let's all do lunch sometime on Discord. I'm honestly down to do that. I'm not an incel. I don't believe in black pill. Honestly, I think black pill is one of the worst things known to man. No, I have never considered that. I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe in Jesus Christ. I am a Christian. Not Lux Maxer. Lux Maxer is also part of black pill. And most Lux Maxers are incels. Oh, I know what Pastafarianism is. I'm familiar with it. That's why I actively do not consider joining it. I did go to college. Welcome in, Bambino. Black pill is inherently misogynistic. Looks maxing came from black pill, bro. Thanks, Izzy. I did, as in I graduated with a bachelor's in engineering in 2017. No, I cannot explain to you what wave-particle duality is. An incel can look good, but still be an incel. Just look up the origins of looks maxing, and it traces down back to incels. How do you come out to your family? Mellow yellow, I honestly do not know. I've never been in that position, and I've never have met someone in that position, so I don't think I could give adequate advice for that. I love math. Although I'm not as great in math as before than I am now. I don't even want to know what a vol cell is. What does that stand for? Foye? Lowercase f, uppercase m. That sounds like something bad, to be honest. Oh. Okay. Voluntary celibate? I would still look into the organs of looks maxing. Yeah, like I agree that looks are important, but I don't think it's everything. And looks maxers, at least the original looks maxers, they believe that looks is everything. How tall am I? I'm unfortunately only 5'4". What about Wordle? It is what it is, your username. What are you sorry about, bro? I'm trying to figure out where I put my chapstick. The belief that your appearance affects your daily life, it does. Your appearance definitely affects your daily life. I'd even go as far as saying on how you dress also affects how you feel. Yeah, but I was not born in the Philippines, although I'm fully Filipino, so I guess it checks out. Oh, you're saying looks maxing means the belief that your appearance affects your daily life? I Yes, but I feel like it's stronger than that. Yeah. So to me, that's now, I mean, based on what you're saying, Jackson, it's more objectifying yourself. Is it okay to say something? Kiro, so when it says ask me almost anything, the topics that essentially cannot be talked about is anything sexual. and nothing like personal, even if it's something personal to you. Like, you can't say, like, you can't dox yourself or something. Um, I'd say it depends, but I don't know. I don't even know what a swagapino is. Venting is okay. I mean, I'd say personally, I'm fine if you are going to talk about. I don't know how to pronounce, or not pronounce it, how to word it, just in case I'm not sure if that's what you're going to say. But I'd say it's fine. If you get muted, I'd say you are not in trouble because I essentially am allowing you. But if I mute it or if one of my mods mute it, um, you're okay. We'll just know that you're not allowed to say that because it depends on what you're gonna say. I don't know what cereal that is. 2010 swag, bro. This is how I looked in 2009. Sorry, I ended up putting TikTok instead of FB. I'm scrolling, scrolling. Oops, well, here. This is 2009, man. So this is 2009, and this is how I look now. So if you're saying my Swagapino years was like this, I mean, between 2009 to like 2012, I practically look the same. Jesus loves you too, Ariana. What has been the greatest source of joy in my life recently? Honestly, my community. And I don't want to be like, you know, it's just, I'm just saying this because I'm on stream. But honestly, I don't think I would have ever met any of the people in my community if I never started streaming. And sometimes I think to myself, well, if I was not in the situation that I'm currently in, would I have ever made this community and would these people have ever met me? But I would never know because that just never happened. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Serial. No, to me, women live harder lives than men. But I'd say a black woman specifically lives the hardest life in general compared to all types of people. Hey, Dahlia. Yep. Thanks for the follow, Clem. If I could tell myself one piece of advice when I was young, what would I say? Mm, I'd say you need to believe in yourself more. Simply because, I mean, like before, I definitely did believe in myself, but the reason why I want to reiterate this to myself is because there's definitely been times where I've had opportunities and I self sabotage or self rejected myself because I just felt like I wasn't enough yet. But the fact that I just didn't try at all. Thanks for the follow, Dahlia. What's the point anymore? I believe that good is still coming. The storm always clears up and there's sunshine and fresh air. Oh, I don't think I've ever owned Obey. I've owned Stussy. I did also wear skinny jeans. I did have a pair of Air Jordan ones. I did not have earrings. I never had earrings. How are you doing, Dahlia? What advice would you in 5 years tell current me? Just do it. Honestly, that sounds so vague and cliche, but honestly, I know innately this is what I need to do. I just need to do it. They think of themselves as women. Um, I'm just gonna call you Cereal because then I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Yeah, I think you're definitely allowed to speak what you want to speak about because I definitely agree, at least in the foundation or I guess fundamentals of what you're saying. Why people don't say Stussy correctly, Jackson? You would think the people who own Stussy clothing would know how to pronounce it. I didn't. I'm straight BA. Oh, Cheerio? You think Stussy sounds cool or Stussy sounds constipated? Welcome back, Minion. I hope you're able to share it. Alright, see you unknown, bye. I am 5'4". Oh, that's what you meant about the cereal. Cheerios, but without the plural. I'm really 31, as in 25 plus 6. Togepi was one of my favorite Pokemon growing up. I expected Togepi to be like some super legendary Pokemon, and I felt let down. Not that you were asking, but that's what came to mind when I saw your name. Because of the smoke. What do you mean because of the smoke? Minion, I definitely think I read that in a paper before because they have found a cure to a specific cancer, and what you're saying is kind of in line with what they found. God bless you too, Togepi. Yo, but man, I think I could rant on why I think Togepi was just so downplayed. I'm trying to think of the origins of Togepi. I kind of feel like even unknown, like the unknown Pokemon, they have better meaning than Togepi, and I feel like Togepi having so much airtime, you would think there would be something there. In a paper where, no, that there was cases where they actually cured cancer. I just don't remember the type of cancer. What's it like being 30, knowing you have that many years of life? Honestly, you just feel like time has passed. And honestly, as time continues to pass, you notice just how much time you lost from doing nothing. And despite knowing and being aware about all the nothing you did, people like myself still choose it. You came across a video of a man being requested to cook a dish for someone for some money, and because accountable. Yeah. Oh, you're requesting? Why am I 31? Because I was born over 31 years ago. Come back, A.
Okay, does my mic sound fine now or no? Am I still crunchy?
No, you sound good. I'm surprised you're still
Okay.
awake.
I'm gonna go to sleep soon. But I think it was crunchy because I was downloading a game. So that's probably why.
Yeah, I heard a lot of clicking. Like right now, I heard a door squeak.
Yeah, it's because, my cat. No! Dude, you can't go there.
I heard it too.
I'll be back.
Okay. You think I have life figured out yet? No. I don't think anyone necessarily has life figured out. Do you love cats, Bunyan Rings? What career should you choose? Well, what do you enjoy doing?
Okay, sorry about that.
You're fine. Hi, cat. Hi, kitty cat. I don't do guest requests. The person who has a guest request right now, who's co-hosting, is only here because they're my moderator. I am not trans. I am a cis male. You want to say something, A?
No. You're hearing my cat going vroom.
Actually, I don't hear anything this time. I don't. Oh, I hear the door.
No, that's my sister's door from her room. Okay, legitimate question. If I download a TikTok studio on my computer, would I be able to connect to like the live from my computer instead of like on my phone?
TikTok Studio is for streamers specifically.
So I wouldn't.
If you want to connect to the live, you just go to the mobile browser, or you go to your desktop browser and just log in TikTok.
Okay, because I see like I'm able to go to like your live from the desktop, right?
Right.
But I'm never able to like request connection. Like request like being like on a live like right now. I guess I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible, to be honest. I mean, there is definitely, you could do what you want to do, but that requires you initially being, having your own stream and then co-hosting with me. I'm really 31, Brandon. Yes, 31. Not backwards. 3 times 10 plus 1. Born 1995. Oh, I found a job, Chris. I mean, it's not a job that I particularly want. but it's something. So I can finally actually say I have something. It's not food service. It's actually an essential worker type job. It's an engineering job. I would say at least that. Hey, Pizza Hound,
Okay,
how
cool.
are you? But it's not in software engineering. That's the thing for me. Thanks for the heart made, Pizza Hound. I did go to college. I have a bachelor's in engineering. I don't know exactly. I would consider it hardware engineering related, but I feel like it's more niche than that. Not a social worker. A social worker is not engineering. Social worker is more psychology. I'm really 31, red flag. Like, for real, for real. Did I have a yummy dinner? I just had fish and rice. Garlic rice. I look older? Well, thank you. I mean, regardless if you think I look older or younger, I'll take it as a compliment. No, like I said, I take it as a compliment, so thank you. Yo, the chat got super slow or like silent. Just got done eating cereal with frozen dried strawberries. Nice. I don't know. To me, soup, and I've said this many times. I feel like any adult who even jokingly lies about their age and they say like they're some minor age is so weird. Because why would you want to convince your grown ass self to someone that you are a minor or even like super young? That's so weird to me. That's suspicious. Hey Ellie, welcome back. How are you? I know we can have you leaving on a trip. Oh, where are you going? Um, the past few times I've been to Vegas, there's actually times where I don't get carded, like at all. I guess the only time I'm always, always carded is when I'm at a bar, but I don't even order like an alcoholic beverage. It's just because it's a 21 plus bar. Oh, I'm glad you're doing so much better, Ellie. Oh, nice. Are you going to Nice? Nice, France? I'm doing okay, username. How are you? Ooh, that's nice. You know I went to Barcelona, Madrid this year, right? Oh, Carcassonne? No, I'm straight. Busy vibing. A card for cough medicine, though? Not for me. I am Filipino. Ooh, you're also on vacation? Man, everyone's on vacation. I have been to Japan in 2015. I have family there. But I was only there for like 2 weeks. I went to Tokyo, all around Tokyo. I went to Mount Fuji. I went to like the Kanto region. What? They card you for that? That sound that I've never heard of that. Bunion rings. No, it was just the name, boy. The name of the actual region. Yes. Okay, I was like, I don't remember if I caught you up with my traveling. Yo, 2 weeks is such a short time. Oh, nice. Yo, Rusty Shackleford? It would be so crazy. Is Shackleford, like, legitimately your last name? I know a family of Shacklefords. And if you are somehow related at any of the Shacklefords I know, that would be very crazy, and I'll feel very embarrassed. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, I know literally at least 10 Shacklefords. Alright, Soup.
Uh,
Audubon, Lollipop. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I feel like you probably had a different name before. Yes, I also went to Paris. John.
hey.
I'm very skinny. I'm only like 105. I'm 5'4" and 105 pounds.
Oh, you are underweight.
Oh, I know.
That's very underweight.
But I've been like this my whole life. Yeah.
Bruh.
And I also, I mean, the highest I think it was like 112 pounds. And I got food poisoning and I lost 10 pounds in like 3 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would never wish food poisoning on anyone. Yo, I guess the next time I'm in the area, Bunion Rings. But still, I'd say I have a huge sweet tooth. Not that I guess eating a lot of sweets would make me fat. But you would think sort of having an unhealthy diet would contribute to me being a bit more not overweight, but gaining weight. That's what you thought, Carbon. Thanks for the follow, Lollipop. I do not work in healthcare. That's just a stereotype of Filipinos, I guess. What's your username on Fortnite, Lollipop? Then I'll probably remember who you are. What did I stay in Barcelona? We stayed in 2 hotels. The first hotel, I would not recommend it. But the second one was actually nice. Let me look it up.
I think, yeah, it's only a Nevada thing where wait, you can all just buy cough medicine without ID? Yes, we can. Is it in Nevada you have to have a ID?
Ooh, I went to Hotel Sirs del Port. It says it's only 3 stars, but it was a really nice hotel, and it was a great location. How am I 31? I mean, I was born 1995. You don't play
Went
that.
around the sun 31 times.
Hey, Morgan.
You had to show ID? Wow. Though, I don't know, it could be, okay. I know why they have you, why you have to show ID for a withstand. I know why. But I'm not gonna mention why on here. But it's a similar reason why, um, if you go to like certain hardware stores or whatever, you have to show an ID to buy paint spray or Sharpies. Yeah. No, you
I
didn't
never
look.
seen one.
No, it's not Eluxus, Bunyan. It's just I know the reason why they asked, but yeah.
When I think of purple drink, I think of the purple drink from um, what's that guy's name? Oh my goodness, Jimmy Neutron. What was the name of that drink?
Oh, the fizzle thing. Forgot the
No,
name of it.
Moe's. That sounds like Homer Simpson. Or Simpsons. It's not Flaming Moe's. I'll look it up. Jimmy Neutron. Oh, Flurp.
Oh,
Purple Flurp.
Flare. Do they call it flurp because it fizzles and it's a slurp at the same time, so it's flurp?
I actually don't know.
Oh,
Jimmy
that's
Neutron
something
was
that
a good series. I also like the games on GameCube.
you know the movie is it came before the series. The series is became they made a series because the movie was so popular at the time it was released.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which also reminded me, you know, Kung Fu Panda. They also tried to like do a series, um, based off the popularity of the film, but the series wasn't as popular as the Jimmy Neutron series, I guess. But Jimmy Neutron series was like a weird situation with the animation. Um, like if you talk to if you hear anything from any animators from them at the time, they'll tell you like, oh yeah, sometimes like there's the power outage in the area they were working at or whatever. It's kind of like maddening how like the show went on for so long. Same. I wish yeah, it seems like a lot of the cartoons are converging to a certain style, which I get. It's part of it is the time of the era right now we're in. Um though like I'm considering going seeing it in IMAX, but I don't know yet.
Yeah. I plan on watching it in the 7mm. If I can get tickets,
Mhm.
that is.
Yeah, I've been thinking of seeing it in the 70 millimeters.
Los
Uh,
Angeles. Not not tomorrow by any means.
Though to be honest, I only want to watch the Odyssey in IMAX only because I want to see a movie in IMAX. That's really it. I'm not gonna lie. There is no other. It's not even. Oh, go ahead.
You have to at least watch it at bare minimum IMAX, because then if you just watch it on a normal screen, you're cutting out all the extra space.
Oh yeah,
And from what I've heard, it actually makes a huge difference.
yeah. No, like the only reason why I want to see the Odyssey is because of the fact that it's in 70 millimeter IMAX. That's it. That's the only reason why I want to see the movie. That's what I'm saying. Um, if the movie was just made on just regular cameras and that's it, I'd act and it's not in 70 meters. I wouldn't want to actually want to watch it. I did saw was it Oppenheimer in 70 millimeter IMAX. Yeah. That was pretty good to see in 70 millimeters IMAX. Christopher Nolan's they can never make me have a solid opinion of you. Okay, no, I actually do have a solid opinion on Christopher Nolan's himself, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched anything on 7mm yet. I didn't watch Oppenheimer yet either. I'm not a really big movie person, but I just hear a lot of good things about Odyssey. I mean, the Odyssey is also a very famous story.
Famous story, which I guess it's kind of. You know the story of Odyssey, right? Link?
Yeah.
You know the story, right? Okay. I do find it kind of funny when I do see people say about like no spoilers to the Odyssey, because the Odyssey is about a 3,000-year-old story. And a lot of times we actually consume the Odyssey without like noticing it. I think someone mentioned before that like the SpongeBob film is the Odyssey. Is a 3,000 years old story. That's like asking not to spoil Gilgamesh. Like,
Rise, I don't think necessarily my check engine life or my body has hit yet. If anything, maybe this year, because I have been feeling a little bit more achy. Thanks, John. I don't know if this is a different John from last John.
oh my gosh. Now thinking about it, I can't even remember anyone making Gilgamesh as a film recently. Titanic spoilers. Actually, you know what's kind of sad? Like now thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff that was spoiled in our generation, mainly because of the cultural like premises of it. So you would never be able to watch the film without like knowing it like didn't happen. Like for example, Star Wars. Yeah, I was about to say Star Wars.
I mean, boys has never been to McDonald's, so.
Oh, so like.
No spoilies there.
For instance, I'm gonna use Star Wars as an example. Sorry, Foyer. Like, if you probably already know this, but if you don't, it's 50 years old at this point. Yes, Bunyan, it is. SpongeBob movie is loosely based off the Odyssey. So like Luke Skywalker is the son of Darth Vader, right? You know, that whole sequence that's like I knew that since I was like a little kid, but I knew that because of that Toy Story movie, the second one. where like that scene where Buzz Lightyear was like was like, you know, you killed my father, and he's like, no, I am your father. You know, Legaff or whatever. And also like Very Odd Parents, they had that reference. So like, there's a lot of like cultural reference to that scene in Star Wars, right? Um, Same thing with like Romeo and Juliet and how Romeo and Juliet don't live at the end of the story. Um, so you know, there's different like cultural reference, well, not cultural, like references. Or another one is Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde was like even referenced in like Author, if I remember correctly, like the kids show Author. So like straight up spoils the whole book of Jekyll and Hyde in a library episode. Oh, really? Foya? You never heard of Jekyll and Hyde? Okay. Okay, since you never heard of it, you might be able to read the book without knowing anything about it then. I won't say anything about it then anymore if you actually haven't heard of it. Yeah, it's a book. And a movie. It's a novella, specifically. Read it, don't read the plot. Well, I guess you could read the plot. Don't read too much into it because it like spoils the whole thing if you read too much in the thing. But you might have the opportunity to read that book without knowing the twist. Because Jekyll and Hyde is one of those things that got referenced a lot. Um, so, just letting you know, it's I guess I would consider it horror. Yeah, it's gothic horror. Um, so I guess if you don't like horror, mystery, gothic stuff, then yeah, I guess don't read it. Um, I think I read a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm well read. I feel like there's a lot of people that read a lot more than me and stuff like that. Welcome back. I'm the same age as Link.
Only as of recently. You only been the same age for less than a month.
Okay, and question.
I'm 31, Debbie. 31 in 5 months exactly. Hey, Tana. Oh, what do you mean OMG? It's a link. I mean, the last time I streamed, like today is Wednesday. I streamed like 2 nights ago.
Definitely the last time you streamed was 15 years ago.
I mean, you were my very first viewer, very first moderator, so you would know. When will I go to sleep? I actually don't know, boy. I want to play Fortnite again after stream. Was born 1995, basically.
Man, why is a lot of people asking you why you're 31? I've seen.
It's a troll comment.
But why? It's not even like a funny troll comment though. You know? Just like, why? Okay, because like we revolved around the sun like 31 times. Like, I guess it's called resolution. Whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Not resolution, revolution.
Revolution. Whatever. It's fine.
Could you define what that means, whistle? I'll be so honest, I don't exactly know. I've heard of the term, I'm not really familiar with you ever using it. What I've been up to, working, trying to list these figurines and plushies. Okay, alphabet. This is a little bit scary because that exact question I've recently, not recently, I have, if you look up that exact question, you know, actually, I'm not gonna say it anymore. But if you look up that exact question somewhere, like verbatim what you said, word for word, you can find my answer. And I'm pretty sure it's one of the top search results on that platform. But the most exotic food, at least in comparison to the answer then and the answer now, is different. My answer now is I've had camel hamburgers. Yes, Tatiana. Water is not yet. I've never dated anyone. Oh, sorry. I've dated one person. One person.
I was going to make a joke and say why you're bringing up old news. Because their username is old news.
Oh. Yes. I had camel burgers in Dubai. At I'm not even gonna say where it was, but it was definitely an acquired taste. I didn't like it.
I love how acquired taste is just another word, just another way of saying you hate you don't like something, like like oh something is like an acquired taste, which is just like you ate it so many times for the gross like you to dislike it to go away.
You wanna come up, Atiana? Is Dubai rich and luxurious as the media shows? Yes and no. There's definitely a lot of poverty in Dubai that is obviously not shown. Hi, Foye.
Yeah, it's like 11:30, so I'm gonna head out.
All right.
See ya, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, and thank you for letting me chat. Bye bye.
Bye. What do you do for a living? Right now, I'm a technician. I won't specify the type of technician, but I am a technician. Would I return to the UAE? Yeah, I've considered working there before. However, due to the current conflict with Iran, I don't think it's worth the risk. I mean, you don't have to come up, Tatiana. I only let A come up because she was my very first viewer and very first moderator. Like, she's literally been here before I started streaming, and she supported me since day one. I could live in any country I could have traveled to before, which would it be? Italy. So nursing. For real? But again, the conflict with Iran, it makes me rethink about it. No, I did not come from a wealthy family. What do you want to talk about? Hey, Hisham. Oh, I thought you already streamed before. I mean, you told me you were gonna start streaming like 3 months ago, and I thought you mentioned streaming at least once. Yeah, that was like 3 months ago, or even 4 months ago. You don't. You don't need 1,000 followers to stream. There's technically. You could start streaming, I think, like without an agency. I think at 500 followers. But if you have an agency, you can start at 0. Nice, Tatiana. Yeah, really. What kind of content were you doing before, and what kind of content you want to do now? Hey, Oreo. Welcome back, P-Town. Hey, 01Man. Hey, Pasella. Oh, nice. I used to stream there, like, a couple of times. But, I need to learn how to multi-stream. No. Everyone and everything. Yeah, that was a crazy comment, and that's literally grape behavior. I believe you can do it, Atiana. Hey, Ricardo. No, someone had a comment that was a very bad comment. Oh, you wanted to know what, Ricardo? Or Ricardo? Alright, bye, Bunny Rings. Have fun. I hope it's not what I'm thinking. Biggest regret of my 20s? Not dating. To laser tennies? Wait, why? No, Achan, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever even heard your voice. Welcome back, Rusty. What do you mean? But why? Did you, like, lose a bet? Bunyan Rings is a woman. She, her. Hey, Shauner. Hey, Grieve. No, I do not, Rusty. I'm really 31, Grieve. Good night, Rusty. 14 plus 71, 85. You might be onto something, Grief. Thanks, Phoenix Centurion. I think any person above the second grade should be able to answer what 14 plus 71 is. Now, in that speed, I think anyone above 4th grade should be able to answer that speed. Hey, Annabee. But you have a calculator. You could use a calculator. Or you can ask one of your parents. Welcome in, Gabby. You're not allowed to ask your parents? Welcome in, Sebastian. What is the molecular difference between a kiwi and an orange? I do not know, Pocky. I really do not know. I would assume the acidity content would be the main difference. But I don't know the exact correlation between the molecular structure of acidity between fruits, or just between acidity. Welcome in, Christian. I do have Discord. I literally promote my Discord every stream. At least at the end of my stream. Okay, Atana. I mean, I do also hold Discord calls kind of often. So I do hear most of, at least, the people who are in the server, their voices. Does it ever get better? Yeah. Does Eli? Unk status with moderator in Discord, you're crying. I mean, it's my server, so I'm the creator of the server. I'm not a moderator. How to connect quantum and relativistic physics? No idea. I don't think I've ever even heard of the term relativistic physics. Be safe. But let me see. Yeah, you can find my Discord server on my profile. Welcome in Artemisia. No, did I close it? Why do you feel seen by strangers more than the people in your life? Because strangers, I would say, judge you less than the people in your life. So let's say your family, your classmates, your coworkers, because you have this tie with them that they know you personally, you feel like they are stronger to judge you. But with strangers, you feel like whatever they say or do is more genuine. It's exactly the same as my TikTok, Tatiana. Again, this all can be found on my TikTok profile. I mean, yet you're here. I don't know what to call you, to be honest. I'm definitely not calling you that. Figurally, I'll just call you figurally. It's because you have to click the three dots on the top and then click on open in browser. Jesus loves you too, Michael Beast. Wait, what's wrong, Cyan? What's up? Are mashed potatoes a little Irish salsa? It could be, but I don't count it as one. What were some of my favorite things enjoyed in Spain? Ooh, when you're in Madrid, you got to have their you have to have their oxtail, what's it called? Oxtail stew. But the thing I didn't get to go, B-Town, and you have to go, consider you are a foodie. I got so mad when I found out about it at the last day and I couldn't go. Spain has the oldest restaurant in the world that's still active. Just look it up. They opened in like 1728 and it's still open today. Just because I look young doesn't mean I'm not 31. I am 31. Can you be more specific, Salabi? What went wrong in what? Hey, Kaiju. My comfort food? I have a sweet tooth, so it depends on what I'm craving. But I do like cotton candy flavor or just cotton candy. But is that something I eat often? No. I guess my comfort food is fried chicken and rice. What happened, Cyan? You said you're not okay. What happened? What's wrong? But what's wrong, Cyan? How has my mental health been throughout my 20s? Um, when I was in college, I dealt with a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. Um, my panic attacks and anxiety was mostly resolved. I think when I turned like 24. No, I would not. Period. Yo, I mean, I was talking about me having a sweet tooth, so I just thought of cotton candy. But as a comfort food that I would actually just eat on a regular, it would be fried chicken. If you got ghosted for 4 days, what can you do? It's just been 4 days. You can just communicate. Depends on what you mean by getting ghosted. Like, did you ask a question and she just didn't answer? Did you make plans and then she just never followed up? Because you have. Hey, Tatiana. Yes, I do. Unknown. Oh, there's another unknown. Hey, Mike. I'm a technician. What's the best advice I've ever received? Mm, the best advice I've ever received was you cannot please everyone, so at least please yourself. And this was specifically because I had a lot of people pleasing tendencies where I was always trying to, be a good guy or a nice guy, I guess. And I ultimately was being performative because I was just trying to be liked. So the whole thing about being liked, there's not anything necessarily wrong, but when that becomes your priority, then you stop being authentically you because you try to please others and to just be yourself and allow the people who would be initially attracted to you to be just attracted to you. Hey, Fernelli, how are you? You finally changed your profile picture. Um, I cannot answer that unknown 123. It says ask me almost anything, nothing personal and nothing sexual. So that passes the boundary. What makes me confident in myself? What makes I feel like I'll be so real. I am straight. But I'll be so real. I am both confident and also unconfident. Like I feel like I definitely have the knowledge and understanding of what I should do, but I don't have enough grit or enough discipline in actually getting the ball rolling. So my confidence stems mostly from my experience and my knowledge. Thanks, Cyan. I live in Los Angeles. I don't know if someone is meant for you or you should stay with that person. Well, you can't really know right off the bat, but you can at least know whether it is worth it. So you would initially want, I mean, I don't know if you mean this platonically or romantically, Alice, but of course you want someone who builds you up, who makes you a better person. Why would you stay in a scenario or situation or relationship where a person is holding you back or limiting you or restricting you or tearing you down, which would be even worse? So that would be, I would say, a great gauge of, or how to measure if you're meant for that person. If I had a kid here, but you're very uncertain about it now. Well, I think I need more context because then, every relationship is different. Every relationship is complex, and depending on the different responsibilities you have, whether that kid is from that relationship or if it's from a different, there's a lot of context I'm missing. How is the shift between being 18 and now being 31? You're 18, you're worried a bit. In 31, you have more confidence, or you should at least have more confidence. 18, you felt, or for me, I felt a lot of pressure in trying to figure out what I would need to be for the rest of my life, what career path I need to have. But honestly, that kind of all fizzles out in like mid 20s. Well, hopefully not for the long term sign. Thanks for the follow, Alice. What am I most knowledgeable about? Mm, I feel very passionate talking about interpersonal relationships. Thanks, George. I'm really 31. Welcome in, Dodo. And if anyone has any questions for me and you can't ask them here, my DMs are always open. I do respond to all my DMs. At least the DMs are not like weird. Thanks for the follow, Raphael. So if you asked me a question here and I couldn't get to it, or it's just a long conversation, I'm willing to have that long conversation in a DM. Man, I need to really find where I put my chapstick. Welcome back, Unknown. You're fine, Unknown. I might end the stream soon because I kind of want to play Fortnite, but I'm trying to limit how long I stay on Fortnite. You're not Buzzkill Cyan. I'm still very curious as to what's going on, but I won't push the envelope if you don't want to say. I feel like, Cyan, this is one of those times where me just being present or just being there for you is all, that could be the most comforting. I'm not psychic. The cheesecake at the restaurant? Have you ever had Junior's cheesecake? That was really good cheesecake. My opinions on the fall of Constantinople in 1453. Why does it sound like that's the wrong year? Is it really 1453? You're about 10 years off from where am I? Is there anything you should prepare for? Oh, you need to prepare for outgrowing people in your life. So whether that's family, friends, a lover, there will be it'll be very hard. It's gonna be one of your hardest things that you're gonna have to go through, where you've locked in with these people and you know you have a lot of good times, but because your goals or who you are or who you want to become no longer align with those group of people, you need to either choose yourself and your dream versus them. And if you try to choose both, you're going to limit yourself and you're going to also slow yourself down. Have you ever accidentally read someone's thoughts? No. Thanks for the follow, Ali. No problem, Cyan. My DMs are always open, bro. I always have time for you guys. Yeah, no problem, bro. Welcome back, boy. I'm going to end the stream soon. Um, you know what? This stream made me pretty happy, boy. I talked to a lot of great people. The views, not so much, but I mean, it's not horrible. It's nice to meet you too, Raphael. Any financial advice? Don't get into credit card debt. That's possibly number one. It's the most common debt. Don't buy an expensive brand new car unless you can pay it in cash. I'd say at the very least, I mean, I don't know how much you get paid, but if you could afford to just save $100 per week starting now till like forever, just $100. Even if you get paid more, just $100 a week, you'll be so ahead. I believe you, Cyan. Oh, Jason, sorry, you got muted because you mentioned you're a minor and you mentioned your age. So that's why you got unmuted. It is past midnight, so it's 12:02 a.m. I'm gonna end the stream soon because I kind of want to play Fortnite for at least, for at most 90 minutes. Okay, 12:02. I mean, the more you could save, the better. Oh, you didn't know, Jason, so you're fine. But I'm very overprotective with my audience, my viewers. So if there is a minor who says anything personal about them, even their age, I delete their comment, and the only way to delete a comment is to mute them. So you're not in trouble. It's just me being overprotective. Good investment choices, your education. That's probably the main thing. Oh, thanks, Kazuzu or Kazuzino. You know what? As in retirement, I mean, I would say you would need to invest in the stock market into something pretty solid. I said today worked well. I already forgot the context of what that was for, Mazer. So I don't remember. I said, yeah, keep trying, but network. So you just having your foot in the door is definitely a great thing. But what would actually get you into cybersecurity is you networking into it. You can't just rely on, let's just say your time or the number of years you've been in service tech. It's really who you know in order for you to get promoted. I'm really 31, Andres and Leo. Prove it, Mazer. How do you age like wine? Mm, I don't know. I personally just have good genetics. I am really 31. I'm glad you're blessed with empathy too. I just hope that this habit or this session rather of drinking it doesn't turn into a habit. Cyan. Bro, I have Discord. If you want to do a call on Discord, I'm happy to. Big three of what? I don't do guest requests. The only reason I had a guest request earlier was because that was my moderator. I mean, it won't. Oh, at that company. Have you tried networking on LinkedIn, Han Solo? As much as there's so much grifting and, you know, you need to have very thick skin to be on LinkedIn, I'd say. Thanks for the roses. I appreciate it. It's pretty easy to network on LinkedIn. That's my credit score. That's something I'm not willing to share. It's asking me almost anything, nothing personal, so that's personal, and nothing sexual. Thanks for the donut. I appreciate the gifts, Mazer, but I'm telling you that I don't do guest requests. Alright, unknown. Yes, I went to college. I graduated in 2017 with a bachelor's in engineering. Thanks, buddy Holly. Yes, fettuccine. I just had fettuccine alfredo today. Do I feel like I have life figured out, or do I feel like I still have time? I don't feel like I have it figured out, nor do I. I mean, I sort of feel like I have time and sort of don't. But I don't get too caught up with the future. I'm really 31, Nash. The skincare, bro. Someone was asking me that earlier. I don't have a consistent skincare routine. And I was saying how, sure, I can make a killing in telling people on what type of skincare products to buy. But to be honest, I am this just me being so for real. Skincare is like an exact science. It needs to be specified for you. So depending on your skin type and what you're allergic to, and then you work from there. So sure, there is products that can work great for the general populace, but if you want like real results that happens pretty fast, um, you need to be more specific, and you also just need to have a better diet. You're rating on CS and network engineering because the CS markets are so cooked right now. Yeah, my path is actually software engineering, and I got laid off 2 years ago, and I'm working now, but not in software engineering. I'd say stick to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is out of all of them has the best job stability. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna say last 5 minutes. I should stream again tomorrow. My DMs are open. I have a Discord channel, so feel free to hit me up either or, but I do answer all of my Discord messages faster. Finance, I'd say you have to do, if you want to have something that's, obviously a lot of money, but also stable, it has to be finance and marketing. But if you want like just big money, banking, investment banking. But I don't know how, I'm pretty sure it's very competitive, but investment banking, you'll be set for life. I have no idea, Maddox. Hey, Plut. Top one pizza chain. The first one that came to mind was Domino's. But I'm not a fan of Papa John's. Pizza Hut, their pizzas are too greasy, but I do think they have the better crust. Little Caesars, very affordable, but I still think Domino's tastes better. But for value, it is Little Caesars. But for just average taste and price, I'd say Domino's. I have no idea, Maddox. I don't even know what that means. Then you just get a larger pizza. The size of the pizza in Little Caesars and Domino's, you get the same sizing. I'm pretty sure it's the same. For me, I think Pizza Hut is the most greasy, or the greasiest out of all of them. How we just do it on the side, son? You don't have to, you know, just do less. You don't have to stop altogether. I don't even know what that is. Sosis, Bandari. If we were talking about 10 years ago, I'd agree. But I feel like because of how expensive everything's getting and how they're kind of cheapening their recipe by lowering the quality of ingredients, it's definitely different. Good night, Jem. I love tea. I like chai, I like matcha, black tea, milk tea, Thai tea, boba tea. You're fine, Cyan. You're fine. I am not married. I am single. I don't have a girlfriend. I do have a job. To be honest, I'm just not a big fan of Papa John's in general. I mean, it is what it is, AM. I don't think being or even having a romantic relationship is necessarily the goal in life, or at least a goal to be happy and successful. And that's okay, Cyan. I am actually 31. 25 plus 6. 3 times 10 plus 1. Like, no lie, no cap. Although it feels very weird to say no cap. I'm not lying. Welcome in, Hickory. Thanks, no name. Alright, good night, y'all. I'm on the last 10 seconds. You can find me on Discord or just DM me on TikTok. If anyone wants to join Fortnite, I'm going to play right after this. You can find it in Discord. Before I was 31, I was 0. Good night, P-Town. Has my frontal lobe fully developed? I would like to think so. Good night, Lisa. Bye, Unknown. I'll see you guys on Discord. Bye.